Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to try new things with it. I also want to do like talk videos like today or tonight or wherever you are pretty much. I want to do more of this stuff because I think like that it could help a lot of people. Potentially, but totally not. Maybe. I'm trying to figure something out because I think some people might really find it helpful. Some people might find it just useless and will try to hate on me, which I really don't care about. Because if you want to give your opinion on my videos, please do. If you just try to, I don't know, hate on me, if you just try to bring me down, do that, try it. You probably will succeed, but I won't like post a video of me crying over the hate and asking you guys to not do it, because getting hate is just something you can't really do anything about. But today's video has been requested for a long time. So as you probably can see, or not, because it's actually pretty dark, you can see that this glass right here mirrors a lot, and this just doesn't really, like, you can see it. The thing is, if you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or any social media, you will probably see that I post a lot about me trying to move forward because of a certain illness, disease, whatever you call it, with the name Acanthamoeba keratitis. So the word keratitis is a Latin name for an eye disease which I suffer from, and moeba is like a bacteria, and acantha is just the name of that bacteria, probably. So the disease, what it really is, means that there are bacteria that come into your eye on the surface. Like, they can just go in there, which I will talk about later, how I got it and how this all went. But to explain the disease itself, it's just some bacteria that are on the surface and they try to eat their way into the eye. So they try to hurt and damage the eye as best as possible. Like, they just want to get in. They want to like feel comfy, feel cozy. Yeah, this is what it really is about. What the bacteria actually does, I will talk about it later. And basically my story. Let's do it. It will be my story. I mean, it is my story, but right. So I wrote down a couple of things that are like really important that I want to say. So if I look down a bit, it's because I have written a lot of stuff that is really important for my story for this video. So thanks. Basically, my whole story began in July, end of June, in the beginning, middle of July 2018. So it's now 1.5 years, possibly. ago that this started, and you may think, okay, you look pretty normal and you can't really see it. If you see me in the daylight, you will see the difference, especially since I do makeup a lot. So I do my makeup on my right eye and don't do my makeup at all on this side because I am not allowed to, because it could damage my eye again. But basically in the end of June, it was like the last school week, or like the second last school week, and I woke up in the morning and my eye was just scratchy, and I thought maybe it was because my mascara, maybe I just kind of rubbed it in, possibly. I didn't really know, or maybe it was just because I had a bad day. Then I just didn't go away for some reason, like it went away, but like 2 or 3 hours later. And the important thing is I had soft contact lenses at that time, and we didn't really know that the contact lens was the major thing that turned my disease the way it did. And basically, after a week, it didn't go away. Like, it was still scratchy, and not all the time, but like a lot during the day, especially when I was trying to concentrate and like really see things that are harder to see, like from far away. And then I told my mom, and she was like, yeah, okay, let's just make an appointment and we'll have to see you. We'll probably just go next week because the doctor won't be there this week anymore. So she called the doctor and made an appointment for the following week. And when we went there, he was like, okay, it's fine. Like, it's nothing serious. It's just an infection. I'll give you some eye drops. And it just, come back in a week and we'll check on it later. So when I had that week off, it was like the last school week, so nothing tragic. And I took the eye drops and everything went a lot better. Like, it didn't scratch at all anymore. Having those eye drops was really a struggle, and maybe I can later show you how I do it, like how I put my eye drops in, and maybe how I also put like the creams in it, maybe if I have time. And it was a struggle at first. Like, I went to the doctor with my grandma, so she was like, okay, I'll do it, just sit down and put your head up and we'll do it. And so she always had to do it because I myself wasn't able to. But so after the week, we wanted to go back, but our doctor the office was closed because he was on holiday with his family. So just like always, if you go to a doctor, you will probably know that there are always like these other doctors that are for the patients that go to the doctor because he isn't here, so they have like another few doctors available for them. So we went when we had an appointment, and I told her that I had an infection and I had these and these eye drops, and I think I also had a cream. And she was like, okay, yeah, that he really knew what he was doing, so it was the red eye drops. Because it got worse. Yeah, that's an important part. It got worse just one day. And he was like, okay, yeah, it's just like an advanced infection, but nothing too serious. You just have to look at it and just try not to damage it anymore, to not worsen it. And then she gave me another eye drops. I put them in again with the help of my mom, my grandma, my dad, and so I then went to a lake with my friends. I didn't go into the sea, into the water, because she said that it could potentially worsen it. So we just sat in the grass and like talked. And in the next morning, I was like, I don't feel like this is right. Like, I was getting, like, the light bothered me a bit. Like, I was a bit sensitive. And I had a bit of a headache. And so mom said, okay, let's see the doctor, just in case anything got worse. And we got there, and she told me outside. She told me at the front of the office that I would need to stay outside just in case I have a lot of bacteria in my eye that could like go on other patients, or just in case. So we did. We waited a long time, to be honest. I think like an hour. And then she got me in, and she was like, okay, that's not good at all. Like, it got so bad that she was like, okay, I think you have this disease called Acanthamoeba, but she could be wrong, which she hopes she is, but it could be this disease, and this would be really bad because it can end in me getting blind. She directly sent us to hospital. She told us to bring my contact lenses with me, like the package also, to see if we can find any bacteria there. But we had a long way home, so like she was like, okay, just go to hospital right now. We can do the research with the contact lens later. And so we went to the hospital, got checked in, and then a doctor, she's my favorite of all of them because she's just like really nice, and she gets along with kids and teenagers so well, and I think she's the best one of them all, not just practically. So she's not just like a really good doctor, but she also gets along with people so good. And when I went to see her, she was like, no, this is totally wrong. This diagnosis is just completely wrong. She doesn't think it's really that bad. So she gave me another medication, so that means another type of eye drops, and I'm not sure, I think another eye cream as well. And we went home, and it got like really, really bad. Like, I was at home with an eye patch on my face, on my eye, because it was so bad. And the worst thing was I was so sensitive to the light, and I had a really bad headache. So my mom just put everything in my room on either dark modes or like the electronical things. And darkened my room just completely. So I just had like my phone on the desk next to me, where I listened to an audiobook just because I was really bored, but I was also like really tired, so I just laid in bed and listened to the audiobook while sleeping a bit and getting my ear drops. And I can still remember when I went to the living room or the kitchen, because it's just one room for us. I went there and I had my eyes closed, and it was like I was just opening the door to the living room, and it was like, Mom, do I have to? Can you just get me like a yogurt and a spoon, please? I don't want to open my eyes. I literally, it like hurt so much. And she was like, okay, that is normal, but it's maybe because just getting a bit more sensitive because of the infection. And then she got me the yogurt. I was sitting in the living room eating it half blind. No, it was actually completely blind because I wasn't able to like just close one eye. So like I was like, oh, and it was really hard. And I remember waking up the next day and it was normal. Like I was still very sensitive and I didn't open my eyes at all. And it was my mom's birthday and I was sat in the living room, and I think I laid down on the couch, and then when I opened my eyes, my mom was like, okay, this doesn't look good at all. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I can see anymore. We were like both so shocked, and then I literally just I closed my right eye and just had my left open. And she was like, your eye, you can't really see the eye color anymore. And it was like, what? No, that's not possible, right? I said. And she was like, no, you can't really see anything anymore. Like, it was just a white eye. There was no blue, grey, or anything what I have on my eye anymore. So we didn't go immediately to the hospital because he said maybe it could go away, and we had an appointment anyway the next day. So we went to the hospital the next day, and before we left the house, my dad was like, you know that you're probably not going home anymore for some time, right? And I was like, nah, I'm probably just gonna get some meds again and just gonna get home again. He was like, no, this is bad this time. And I was like, oh God, please no, because like I was never really in the hospital before, so this was like all new to me. It was new to me, the hospital itself, but like staying at the hospital, not going home, staying there overnight alone, this was just all really new to me, and I didn't know what to do. And so when we went to the hospital, the very nice doctor, she just told us, okay, yeah, you're not going home, probably for a few weeks. And she was right. I then had two other doctors, like the head doctors, the head of the doctors. Two of them checked in with me and just looked at my eye and tried to search for the thing they were searching for, and they were all like, yeah, okay, totally, she has to stay. And I think like 2 hours after my dad got some things for me, like just overnight things, and my laptop and like my charger and everything. So then my grandma stayed with me, and my mom had to work, so we went there alone. And there was like a doctor, and I had to go to his office like at the ambulance. So, and he told me I might have to get surgery today. I was like, wait, no way, I'm not getting surgery today. He was like, yeah, you're probably gonna have to. And then we had to call my mom to check in if she was okay with me going to surgery, because my grandma isn't like the head of me. So we had to check in with my mom if she was alright with that, and she then had to come from work to the hospital to like sign the papers, and we had a long talk with the doctor where he was telling us what he did, and it wasn't like really a lot. Like for me at that time it was a lot to take in, because I never really had surgery when I was like at the age where I knew what it did, and I was really shocked about it. And I mean, looking back, it was like the smallest surgeries of them all, but they had to scratch some of my cornea away so they can do research on if there are really these bacteria in it that they are searching for. And for a long time, when it was then after surgery, I think about 2 weeks, they had me on medicine for another disease which has completely the same symptoms, almost the same bacteria. And it was very hard. And when they saw that these meds just didn't work at all, they knew they had to do something about it. And they changed my meds, and everything was going better, and I got home for 5 days. Then I had to go back for a checkup, and it was another doctor, like it was the head of all eye doctors in the whole country, I think. And he then told me, yeah, right, you're going to stay here, you're not going home anytime soon. And we were like shocked. I said, what? Like it was going so well and everything was fine. And he said, no, there's absolutely nothing fine. Like I got so bad. And I think an important thing to mention is that the whole time in the hospital after surgery, I didn't see it all. Like I was completely half blind. I didn't even see colors anymore. Like it was just white. I just saw white, which is obviously better than black because my nerves were still connected to my eye. But it's like, this is like with a camera. They told us that, and if you have a camera and there's like a lot of dirt in it, like you have these bits of dirt, you have these on these photos because they are blinding the camera lens. And this is the same with my lens. So like in the eye you have a lens that is there to, so you can like literally see anything. And if this lens is damaged, then you aren't able to see. So, and I have like something in front of the lens, so I can't see. So it's like these bacteria are on that lens and keep me from seeing things. Luckily, this disease is only for one eye. It doesn't go on both eyes. And yeah. So this was my second surgery, and I was in hospital for 2 or 3 months with that 5 days break. And it was like one day, on that day they were going to release me. The head master of all of these eye doctors told me that he could release me on that day. So we had a checkup, and we sat down when she was after that 5-day break. He also told us that they can try everything with these medicine, but they don't think they can succeed completely with only them. And he told us another solution to, which would have been probably a better way if we could have done it earlier, which was a transplantation. But we said it is a bit too risky for us because it could go wrong. Like, there always can go something wrong through surgery, but this is like something big. Because if a transplant is like in your eye, you can't really do anything about after. So we decided to stay in the mats, and that on one day they just told us that you can't do it. Like, the cornea was so soft, like you could it was literally putting my lens or my cornea moved when I just turned my head, or if I moved my eyes. So he said, you can't really do anything anymore except transplantation. So we had the transplantation, and when I got back to my room, I just laid in bed. I lost a lot of pounds. I think I lost about 5 or 6 pounds because I just didn't eat at all, because hospital food sucks alone, and I just wasn't hungry at all. I didn't even eat nice because it was summer and it was very hot, and I just laid in bed and did not feel all day. And so when we came back, one of the nurses told my mom that she wants me to see a counselor in hospital because she thinks that it's a lot to take in and it's a lot of responsibility that I have to show. And I never really cried in front of any of my family members or anyone, not even a nurse or another child, teenager, whatever. So she was like, okay, to let that maybe come through, I should see a counselor, which I did, which didn't help at all because she only talked about my past and not really about the things that I was struggling with at the moment. And they told us at the beginning that this disease is not just painful, it's a lot more, because this disease is very, very painful, especially in your head. I'm so used to all these headaches now that I don't actually feel the headaches as bad as them anymore. Like, for example, right now I have headache because I didn't drink enough water, but it isn't, I just don't feel it as bad as anymore. Like, if I wouldn't have had that disease, I would just now sit there with my head in my hands and just possibly cry because of my headache. And I just okay, it bothers me a bit, but I don't care really, because it's just something I'm so used to. And they told us that this disease comes with mental illnesses, and I never thought this could really hit me that hard, because I had depression before, and I saw a counselor, and I kind of worked up a bit after I lost a very big part of my life. And when at this transplantation surgery was in September 2018. And quickly after that, I had a lot of depressions. When I still was in hospital, I had nights where I would just cry and would just give up. And a lot of times, like in hospital, I was like, okay, I could jump like just off the building, like it wouldn't matter. Like I could sneak off easily because I was next to the door and to the elevators and everything, so like it wasn't that hard, but like I just couldn't do it at all. I didn't know what to do really, but I didn't want to do anything at all at the same time. And so when I came home, I stayed home for 2 weeks before I went back to school, because school already started when I was in hospital. So it was like really hard for me to get back into school because I didn't do any work at home, because it was just, my head just literally was exploding because of all these things I had to look after. I had to take my medicine, so like my eye drops, cream and other stuff. I had to look after like, oh, what was I going to do? Can I see? Can I not see? Like all these things I really struggled with. And I went back to school, had a terrible school year. In February, I then decided to go in a different direction because of the school system we have where I live. It's very different. So I decided to change my ways, how I want to like do my A-levels. I want to change, like I was into the media course, and then I switched to social, humanity, human, and I think something else, and into that course, and I made a lot of new friends that really helped me going through struggles. Also a lot of teachers that were new for me, and they really helped me through, like when I was telling my story to my Italian teacher, she was like, oh, you're like so brave, and I possibly couldn't do it, which a lot of my doctors told me that I am the bravest girl they had with this illness, because it's a lot to take in, especially at such a young age. Because when you're a teenager, and probably, I guess you are, then you know that life itself is pretty difficult, and you probably have like a pretty rough time, like with school, with exams and everything. And then imagine like going to a doctor's twice a week, having a lot of medicine to take, having, I guess, depression, anxiety, and all that stuff, because anxiety came with it too. I have a diagnosed social anxiety, because when I was in the hospital, I was isolated. I spent the whole day alone, except for nurses, doctors, and my family. Everything else was just, every contact was just on my phone. Calls were on the phone, everything. Like, I was just talking to people really online. And I think, like, when you're so isolated, you start to not trust people anymore, because a lot of people disappointed me. Like, they didn't want to do anything with me anymore, because now I had a disease and I could possibly like get the illness to them, which isn't the case at all. Like, can't really. The only thing that I was isolated for was because he didn't want me to give the bacteria to children, because they already have like a lower immune system, so they could get sick and everything. So after my first week in my new class, I went to get another surgery because my eye pressure was higher than the average. Like normally would have 10 to 12, which in my case was completely different. Like the last day before the surgery, or like 2 days before the day of surgery, I had 38, which is the 3 times the thing you should have. And then I had a surgery where they put like a little stand in my right here under my eye, so the water could float out and not be stuck in the eye. So water in my eye just got built up, which makes the eye pressure higher, because the eye pressures the water and it could explode when it's like really high. And this is also where the headaches came from a lot, because of the high pressure. I always feel it like here if my eye pressure is too low or too high, which gets kind of annoying. But like I said, I'm used to it now. And this was my third operation in February 2019. So it was this year. I mean, it depends on when you see the video and when the video is coming out. But for me, it is the 26th of December 2019 now. So almost a year, almost a new decade. And my 4th and 5th surgery wasn't really a big thing. It was just redoing my stitches in May and June, because the stitches can get loose a bit, and this wouldn't be a good thing for the transplant, because it wouldn't be as stretched anymore, and it could possibly then just push the transplant away. Like my eye could be like, okay, I don't think this doesn't feel right, and then my eye could push the transplant away, which would be the thing where I had to redo then my surgery. So I had a redo of my stitches twice, and in September 2019 I got them removed, because it was a year after I had a transplant, which is a very big thing. You should wait 1 till 2 years to get removed. For me it was not exactly a year, it was 360 days or so, because they got loose and they didn't want to do it again. So they just said, okay, let's just remove them because it will be fine, hopefully. And then in October I then got a new eyelens, because the eyelens was so cloudy, and this was also then the reason why I didn't see this exactly the way other people do, not exactly as clear, was because my eyelens just was so damaged and cloudy. Yeah. And it's an implantation, and like the difference between a transplantation and an implant is that the transplantation is normally a living organ normally. For example, a heart transplantation is a heart that is still beating, which in my case it's just was just a cornea of a woman who died really early with 48 years old, and they gave their cornea to me, which is a dead skin, but it still counts as transplantation because it's a human thing. And an implantation would be, for example, if you have plastic on your body, in your body. For example, my contact lens is completely plastic, which I also got a card for. Like if I travel and they would see that I have something in my eye, I could show them my card and my ID and tell them, oh hey, I got a transplantation and implantation. This is why you can see something. And you would think, okay, she has had a lot of surgeries now. Does it ever end? And the question, or the answer to that question is maybe. Like they told us at the beginning, there will always be some damage for life. You will never be the same as before the illness, but it will get better. For me at the moment, I have a difficult time because I could possibly have another surgery in the future, in the near future, and because my cornea, I decided to push the cornea away, which is really rare because it has been 1.5 years now, so normally this shouldn't happen, but it happened. And yeah, it happened, and the doctors got me on a lot of more medicine, on a lot of more eye drops, on more drugs I had to take. Not the illegal drugs, but like the legal drugs that you have to take when you're ill. And I think the important thing is when I learned a lot about myself, and I'm still learning new things every day. And I have to be honest with you, I don't take my medication regularly. Like I should take it every day, a few days, a few times. I have made a plan where the drops and creams are on the list, and I can just take them off when I put them in. But I am still a teenage girl, and I am still a rebel, and my parents and my family in general just told me a lot of times I should take them because they can save my life, and I made it this far already, and I shouldn't like risk it now. But you know, it's just I'm still a teenager, and I still don't want to like put them in all the time. It just gets annoying, and I don't really want to do it, but I have to at the end of the day, and it's a struggle, a daily struggle I have every day. I also have to put an eye patch on my eye every night before I go to bed, so that I can't scratch my eye through the night and I can't damage the eye anymore. Like for example right now, it's just pumping again, and it's just like burning and itching, which means just that I haven't taken my medicine enough. But I can show you the eye patch right now. So this is like the eye patch you would, I mean, maybe you know the eye patch. Like I just put like a sticky thingy on it, so it sticks on my eye, and it's like something like this, and you will like put them here. So like it doesn't really work with the glasses, but you see that it's a bit weird, and I had to, like, you get them after every surgery, after every eye surgery, and you have to clean it. Like mine isn't clean at all. I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but it's not clean at all. And the last thing before I now show you my medication itself and how I put them in and that stuff, I just want to say that this illness, as I said, is obviously also a mental struggle, which in my case includes self-harm, sadly, and I don't think, I mean, I obviously can do something about it, but I think it's not good to do it, but I know that like with the time I can get better, I can do it better, and one day I hope that this won't be the answer anymore. But along with self-harm, there is depression, there is my anxiety, especially my social anxiety, which has been less because I have therapy. I go see a counselor, and I think the worst thing is wanting to die. Like when I get home after a checkup from the hospital and something was getting worse, like my eyesight just completely went away again after my eye pushed the cornea away. I was just like devastated. I was like, do we really have to go over this again? All of this work was just like, imagine like all of your school years, like imagine not passing your A levels, not passing your GCSEs, and having to do every single school year again. Having all that pain and pressure and everything again. And like wanting to die was like the thing, because like I felt so devastated, and I still do sometimes, and it gets better and then it gets a little bit worse. And I think for me the best thing that could happen is a special boy band. And I know you probably say, okay, she's a girl now, okay, we don't want to hear that. But I think if you have something to live for, it's the best thing. For me, my family was not like the thing I wanted to live for. My friends were, some of them, where I want to say like, okay, I'll live for you now. But I think knowing someone so well, hearing someone talk about the things they enjoy and all their happy and sad moments combined, like they made me a different person, a better person. And I think if you can change to a better person through another person, it's like the best thing you can possibly feel. And I know a lot of people in my surroundings aren't as happy about it, because they say that it's just a waste of time and literally nothing really cool about it. I just spend money way too much on them. And I think that if you go through the same thing as me, you'll probably be happy if you have something to be happy for. And that's one of those things. Before I shut this down. And this is gonna be now my last thing before the video ends, which is my medication. I'm just gonna quickly grab it from the top shelf. This isn't everything, like I have some eye drops behind me, but so I talked about a drop plan, my drop plan, which looks like this for me. So I used to have them printed out, but it was just after some days I just got so lazy to do them again and again, so I just put them underneath. And it's like my current plan, which isn't a lot. You may think it's a lot because like it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. 21 times where I put stuff in my eye. I had times where I had to do it every 5 minutes. That's like the longest. But it was just one day, and usually I just had it every 15 minutes, 3 drops. And so to let you see something, and this is one of these eye drops. Are like, they burn so much. Like I always have the things you put on bruises or something if you get like hurt. I think it's called Go Say Swab. That's what you call it in English, I think. And I just put it on so the pain goes away, and I can like put the liquid that also comes out again in the thing, so it doesn't get on my face that much. So this is like for cleaning out all the toxic things in my eye, more or less. And it's just, yeah, I think that's it with these eye drops. Then I have these little things that you can just like open, you just turn and yeah, put them on, and you can also put the top thing on top of it again, so it's closed and you can transport it. Then I have another one of these, but like with a different thing in it. I don't think I have them with me right now. Nope. So then we have an eye cream and eye gel also, which is this one. And as much as I hate putting it in because it just is so much effort, I just love it because it like cools down my eye so much. Like it's just really cold, and I just love putting it on because it makes me feel better, a lot better. And I think that's it for now. I also have like a bit of Mexilin. It's like just painkillers. And like I have like this bag. It's like normally you would take these for like toiletries, but I take them for my eye drops because I just love it so much. I got this from the hospital from a very nice woman who I love very much because she spent so much time with me. And I just put the 100 on it because I was obsessed with the 100 back when I was a lot in hospital. So I just really loved it, and I put some glitter on it and just make it look really fancy. And what else do I have in it? So like I have a pen in it to like tick the boxes whenever I get some things done. And I usually have my labello in it. This is definitely not sponsored because I'm not good enough, but that's like the nude one because I feel like it just is a really great example for when I'm in the hospital and I just see that my lips are like really dry. I just put it on. And an USB stick is like a really cute one. For all the pictures that I have to make in the hospital every time, I can just like give them the stick and they can put it in and like put the photos on my stick and then I'll have it. So now to the last thing of the video before I say bye, is I want to show you how I put them in. So at first I put the cap off and I like to put the cap somewhere. Normally I just put it on the desk and then I immediately grab one of these things. I normally just like put I don't know half, but like in 2 pieces, and then I put it also on the side just for now. And then I take away my glasses. I take this thing again and I just go up, put it in, and put this thing straight away on because it just hurts so much. And yeah, that's like really it with the eye drops. I can show you again with these little things that I showed you earlier. It's just like really quick. I'm just gonna do it like really quick. And back. And I will try to do the eye gel or the eye cream right now, but I'm not sure that it works right now because I don't have a mirror with me, and I'm just gonna try to do it you can see it's like a really big struggle. And you can also now, you have seen my eye now, which is pretty weird, I gotta be honest. And you see that like my eye is like really clenching together. And now it's all better because just put the rest of the eye cream, eye gel away that like was on my lashes. And now I can just say thank you so much. Like if you know me, you will know that I love every single person that has ever supported me. And I think a special thank you goes out to my class. Like if you're watching this and you probably won't have followed it because yeah, I mean it's in English because I think just talking in English is so much easier for me, and also it makes it so much easier for other people on the planet, in this world. And yeah, I also want to thank my family. Like, they have been really supportive, even if we don't get along that often. And I want to thank my best friend. She knows who she is. And I want to thank Hannah, because I'm sure you're watching this because you asked me to do it. And I know that you're one of the most supportive people, and I can always come to you with my problems, or if I feel down, or just if I feel like really sad, or if I have anything that bothers me, and I can always come to you. And I'm so thankful for that. And I'm just gonna say thank you to all the roadies out there who are watching this. Maybe not a lot, maybe, but I need to make a special thank you for some people that absolutely deserve everything in this world and who have supported me like a lot, which are I don't know if anyone from the fandom still knows it. We used to be a band called The Noodles Official, and we aren't talking anymore, but we were like, it was just fun, and we made this band when I was in hospital, and they just took care of me. And another big thank you goes to the group chat. Like, if you're watching this, girls, I love you so much, and I can't wait to meet every single one of you. Especially Amy, if you're watching this, I love you. And we can always talk about anything, like literally, you just make me so happy. Nick, if you're watching this, probably not, but if you are, I can't even say it how much I love you. Like, you mean the world to me, and I said it a lot that I love you, but I really do, because you saved my life a lot of times. And I know we haven't talked lately. I mean, we have lately talked more, but there were times when we weren't talking at all, and then we just accidentally like talked about it, something important, and then we just went again. And meeting you was like one of the best things in my life. And if there are people who deserve the world, then it will be definitely the iconic touchies who made this day like magical. And I know that I just know 3 of you, and there are a lot more, but I think that you all are just beautiful, gorgeous, and absolutely amazing. And everything that you do for the fandom, for the half-stars, for Harvey himself, it's just amazing. And yeah, keep being amazing. And then we have Chels. If you were watching this, just thank you. You know that you made my life minimum 90% better. You made this group chat, which saved my life a couple of times. And when I came into this group, I wasn't particularly in a good place. As you all know, I left the group chat a few times because I was in a very bad state at the time. But since it was our 1 year anniversary just like a few days ago, thank you, Charles, like for everything that you do, like for always listening to me and helping me, and for everything that you do. Thank you. And Oda, we have had a lot of struggles in the past year that we know each other. And we have been fighting sometimes. We had great memories, a lot of them, before it all went down. And I hope that one day we can be in the same place we were before April. I just really hope the day comes. And I think that to wrap this up, I just want to say to everyone else in the group chat, no, Liana, Victoria, Angel, you both are amazing. Whether it's the English Angel, because I love you. And when I had my job interview, you were just there for me and told me what to do and what not to do, and it just helped me really good. And Angel from Australia, I love you, like honestly, just so much. Our tunnel from Australia to Austria is just, yeah, it's amazing. I love you both, and if I forgot anyone from the group, please know I love you, and we may not have a special moment, but I love you, and I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and maybe tell me some ideas that I can talk about